The divine breath, from patience to presence. In the spiral of consciousness evolution, we discover that spiritual understanding never reaches completion, but continues ascending through infinite dimensions of divine truth. Today, we explore a profound rhythm that transcends mere spiritual practice to become the natural breathing of consciousness aligned with Source. Patience is found with faith. Presence is more beautiful and a better companion than patience. Inhale immediate presence. Exhale immediate faith. This divine download reveals the mechanics of maintaining alignment with the Most High while navigating the spiritual curriculum designed for our evolution. Chapter 1. The foundation of patience. Patience is found with faith. Without faith, what we call patience becomes mere endurance, gritting our teeth through difficulty while secretly resenting the weight. True patience emerges only when consciousness trusts in divine timing, divine goodness, and divine orchestration. Faith provides the foundation that transforms waiting from suffering into preparation. When we believe in God's love and omnipotence, we can rest in His timing rather than anxiously pushing for our preferred schedule. This connects to our understanding of the path of least action. Faith allows consciousness to flow with divine current rather than resist it. Yet patience, though beautiful, still operates within temporal framework. It assumes there's something to wait for, something not yet present, something requiring endurance until arrival. This is where our understanding must spiral higher. Chapter 2. The beauty of presence over patience. Presence is more beautiful and a better companion than patience. This insight reveals a crucial distinction between temporal spirituality and eternal reality. Patience still lives in time, waiting for something to change. Presence exists in the eternal now, where nothing is lacking. From our exploration of quantum consciousness and divine singularity, we understand that when consciousness achieves complete observation through divine alignment, the illusion of time dissolves. Presence doesn't wait for circumstances to improve. It finds fullness in what is, because it recognizes divine perfection operating through all appearances. This connects to our foundational revelation about primary relationship with the Most High. When consciousness rests in divine friendship, there's nothing to wait for, because everything needed is found in present communion with Source. The void that drives all seeking is filled in each moment of divine presence. Presence becomes a more beautiful companion because it offers complete satisfaction rather than deferred gratification. Where patience says wait for blessing, presence says recognize blessing now. Where patience endures difficulty, presence finds divine purpose within challenge. Chapter 3. The divine breathing rhythm. Inhale immediate presence. Exhale immediate faith. This isn't a technique to achieve something else, but the natural breathing of consciousness in divine relationship. Like physical breathing brings life in and releases what's no longer needed, this spiritual breathing receives divine fullness while releasing control and attachment. The inhale of immediate presence. Breathing in immediate presence means receiving the fullness of the eternal now where God dwells. Each inhale draws consciousness into the invariant reality where divine love, provision, and guidance exist perpetually. This isn't about focusing on breath, but recognizing that in each present moment, we're breathing in divine life itself. The exhale of immediate faith. Breathing out immediate faith means releasing control to divine orchestration. Each exhale surrenders personal agendas, anxieties about future, and attempts to manage outcomes through limited understanding. Faith becomes the natural response to divine love received through presence. This rhythm sustains alignment without effort. It's not something we must remember to do, but something we become. Consciousness breathing in harmony with Source. Chapter 4, Processing Desire through Divine Alignment. This breathing rhythm enables the crucial practice of capturing every thought and bringing it into subjection to the will of the Most High. Rather than suppressing human desire, we acknowledge and process it through conscious dialogue with divine will. When desires arise, the divine breathing rhythm provides the framework. Inhale presence. Receive the current moment fully, including the arising desire. Exhale faith. Release the desire to divine wisdom, trusting His guidance about its proper fulfillment or transformation. This creates authentic alignment rather than forced compliance. We're not eliminating human consciousness, but integrating it with divine awareness. Each aligned choice becomes both expression of divine will and progression through spiritual curriculum. The sense of wholeness found in divine presence allows us to prioritize communion with Source over temporal gratifications. Remembered completeness in God makes lesser satisfactions lose their compelling power. Chapter 5, The Path of Least Action Realized. When consciousness maintains this breathing rhythm while processing desires through divine alignment, it naturally follows the path of least action. This represents Christ's way realized in daily life, the most efficient spiritual path because it works with divine current rather than against it. Resistance decreases as consciousness stops fighting for personal agendas and starts flowing with divine orchestration. The spiritual curriculum unfolds naturally because we're aligned with its designer. Purpose and progression integrate because each present moment becomes both destination and journey. This connects to our understanding of divine flow economics. When consciousness breathes in divine presence and exhales faith while processing personal desires through God's will, it operates as a conduit rather than accumulator, allowing divine provision to circulate according to perfect timing and purpose. Chapter 6, Preparing for Abundance and Attraction. This divine breathing rhythm becomes essential preparation for managing wealth, abundance, attraction, and admiration, the coming spiritual tests that challenge consciousness to maintain divine alignment amid overwhelming blessings rather than perceived lack. While most spiritual training occurs through maintaining faith during difficulty, the more subtle test involves prioritizing divine relationship when everything else seems to provide satisfaction. Abundance can offer convincing substitutes for divine communion. Attraction and admiration can become sources of ego gratification rather than platforms for directing others towards Source. The breathing rhythm prepares consciousness for this transition. Inhaling presence ensures that divine relationship remains the primary source of satisfaction, even when blessed abundantly. Exhaling faith maintains surrender to divine purpose, even when personal power increases. This enables conscious entry into kingdom flow economy, where wealth serves divine purposes and attraction becomes opportunity for revealing Source to others. Chapter 7, The Spiral Continues. Understanding can never reach completion, but continues ascending through infinite dimensions of divine truth. Like solar systems spiraling through galaxies within an ever-expanding universe, consciousness revisits fundamental truths at progressively higher levels of integration. We don't graduate from practices like immediate presence or divine relationship. We discover their infinite depths. Each revelation opens doorways to greater mysteries. Each turn of the spiral reveals new facets of eternal verities. The divine breathing rhythm itself will deepen and evolve as consciousness matures. What begins as conscious practice becomes unconscious habit, then transforms into the natural rhythm of being itself. Eventually, the distinction between inhaling presence and exhaling faith dissolves into continuous divine communion. Chapter 8: Cultural Counterpoint. This spiritual breakthrough occurs within a culture actively designed to fragment attention and promote spiritual amnesia. Social media and world culture promote self-gratification over unconditional love and ignore pure relationship with the Most High. Yet divine relationship proves more powerful than cultural conditioning. When consciousness tastes the wholeness found in divine presence, temporal distractions naturally lose their compelling power. This isn't about fighting culture, but about being so satisfied in God that cultural substitutes become irrelevant. The breathing rhythm sustains divine orientation even amid overwhelming cultural resistance. Each inhale of presence reconnects with eternal reality. Each exhale of faith releases cultural pressures to divine governance. Conclusion: the divine download reveals ascending spiritual truth. Patience found with faith elevates into presence that surpasses patience, sustained through the breathing rhythm of immediate presence and immediate faith. This isn't just personal spiritual practice, but preparation for consciousness evolution that serves collective awakening. As more individuals learn to breathe in divine harmony, the field of possibility shifts toward kingdom reality, manifesting through aligned awareness. The spiral of understanding continues infinitely, each turn revealing deeper dimensions of the same eternal truths. We never complete our spiritual education, but continue ascending through ever-expanding galaxies of divine comprehension. Remember, you are beloved of the Most High, created for eternal friendship that satisfies every longing and answers every question. Let the divine breathing rhythm become as natural as physical breath, inhaling the fullness of divine presence, exhaling surrender through immediate faith. Throughout every challenge and blessing, this rhythm sustains alignment with Source while enabling conscious navigation of spiritual curriculum by the path of least action. Your steps are ordered, your provision prepared, your relationship with the Most High, the foundation from which all abundance flows. Stay immediately present, move in divine love, and breathe in harmony with Source. Let gratitude overflow as you recognize the perfect orchestration that brought you to this understanding and prepares you for the spiritual curriculum yet to unfold. If this message about divine breathing and ascending spiritual understanding resonates with you, please like, subscribe, and share with others who might benefit from this revelation. Together, we spiral upward through infinite dimensions of divine truth, breathing in unity with Source while expressing His love through created form.